National Football League.
It's been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the Atlanta Falcons taking on another team that hails from the NFC, the New Orleans Saints. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway on Sunday Night Prime Time. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State, the former Spartan. It's Kirk Cousins.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And what is the centerpiece of the offense? They're taking a backseat to his teammates. The offense is always up to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And good vision there as it's across midfield and down to the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
They'll run again here from Robinson. Oh, that one well designed as they take this down to the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now motion left with Mooney. On first and 10, it's Robinson. Dances by him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. Now Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And London motioning left. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints, nothing.
That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. Gets around him. A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolute tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But everyone just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week, he's here to win it.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-game usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the backfield.
He takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing, Shuck. Will try and do this himself. And he is caught. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the Super Bowl at 7. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play fake, Cousins. And a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback though for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Cousins now. Throw left side, there's London. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 3rd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Cousins to throw it. And it's taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 51 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They trailed early on in the Super Bowl as they come come up 1st and 10. To throw now, Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw a short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. All of a sudden, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Nifty move. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 14-7 is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Shuck. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying up the Super Bowl. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands. It's a dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. And it's
It's Cousins on the sneak. And he's going to have the Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Cousins to throw it this time. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Those 2 picked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Yeah, this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners, a former defensive back, will have almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know what they're doing. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, pumped out. And the Falcons grab it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have a sense first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Shuck now to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Camaro. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 60 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. This is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
A little short pass here to Hill. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Running with Camaro. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyler Shuck as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know, of course, they are lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. It's hit, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving them. It's a good point.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Bust through the tackle. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
9 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire
entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Now he's caught by Bailey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime and trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And they'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12.
Second down and 4.
From the gun, Shuck.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. To the right side, he's got Bailey. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
He'll try to do it himself. And he'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Camara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give them back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Got this complete to the tight end blitz. And they'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Saints 11-yard line.
Throwing his Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the
touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Saints set to start their next drive. He's hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
Always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. It's just a massive man.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there long. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Working out of the gun here, a shot. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing.
To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Shuck. That's taken in left side by Velo. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Working the middle of the field, he's got man complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
The Saints first down.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. 20, 5, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 3rd touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Saints are starting to pull away the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
As we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Man, he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Right back to Pitts again. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
Kyle Pitts. A gain of 15. First down.
Robinson up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings us 2nd and 8.
Cousins. And it's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Falcon 1st down.
A quick throw here out right to Pitts. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
At the 13-yard
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Here's Shuck. And it is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops with the 2-minute warning. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
I have to jump on myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that hole with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And Camaro's going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with a record 3rd Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead in this 4th quarter. And that rushing touchdown is 4, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record this single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And a lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's taken a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 52 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl.
Pass complete to Robinson.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Cousins to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Cousins.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Cousins.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
When you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Cousins now. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's 2nd down.
Cousins. As he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Cousins.
Goes to Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Here's a 2nd and 5.
To number 8, Kyle Pitts. A gain of 5.
To throw is Cousins. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seed. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium going to present the Lombardi Trophy to the New Orleans Saints. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Garden saying good night from Santa Clara.